Hi, it's the Naked Traders. It's October and historically this is the most volatile month for the equity markets, and based on this week's bloodbath, the market's already picking up steam. This week the markets really rolled over with the S&P 500 being sold off rather drastically. There is further speculation that what we are seeing is a repeat of the past, with equity valuations at record highs, corporate debt levels at record highs, and yield curve inversion close at hand, and the S&P might have just formed the classic trend reversal pattern. This could just be a much needed correction like what we saw at the beginning of the year when we saw the VIX spike on this breakout. And this week, this breakout here has all the hallmarks of another stock market rout. Looking at the S&P 500 on a weekly chart, we have this ascending uptrend line. And this week we saw the S&P 500 close at the first line of support. However, this is a market that does seem to be showing a lot of fear suddenly, so buying the market right now is a bit dangerous. Let's take a look at the daily chart and look at possible scenarios. If it's a technical correction, then we could see price bounce from here and see a lower high before the market rolls over. However, if panic has set in already, then price could simply slice through this support to the ascending trend line where you'll find buyers, and any break below would be the beginning of a significant sell-off. The tech-heavy nasdaq also suffered heavy losses this week after making new highs, with investors dumping expensive tech stocks that had already been driving this rally. This week we are looking at one of the largest of those tech companies, Amazon. After the company topped $1 trillion in market cap last month and set new records at a price of over $2,000, the shares have pulled back more than 7%. Last month analysts stated it was just a snapback as no support levels had been broken. But at the end of last week, Amazon shares were sitting right at support. We've been watching this daily chart this week as this double top has developed. The shares have also stopped at this cross point on the daily chart. Any induced sell-offs often turn out to be fantastic buy opportunities later on, so let's take a look at the levels where buyers or investors will be looking for those opportunities. A break of this support line would open up 1750 level, and a break below that would open up major support at $1,500. Moving on to the Forex market, this week we are watching dollar yen. Starting with the weekly chart, the recent rally in this pair stalled at this key resistance area, around the 114,500 level. Dropping down to the daily chart, last week's price action was choppy at best. With divergence in monetary policy between a hawkish US Fed Reserve and a dovish Bank of Japan being bullish for the dollar yen, we could see a pullback to this temporary support at a 113 level, looking for a bullish close above this line. However, with dollar yen sitting at stiff resistance, we could see a change in trader sentiment, and if risk continues to weigh in on the US stock markets, then we could see a safe haven buying of Japanese yen, and this pair could fall very quickly. If this happens, then we could see this support line breaking, opening up the 111 handle. Our final chart for this week is the pound dollar. Last week was a Tory party conference and it didn't bode well for the pound, leaving Teresa May to try save the final day of the conference with a dance routine. Here's a dancing queen again in case you missed it. Despite the poor start to the week, the pound rallied back, closing above the 130 psychological level, which has acted as both support and resistance in the past. Currently the pair is choppy, but each of these resistance levels broken are now acting as support, building on buyers picking up the pound for a historically cheap price. On the daily chart we notice the formation of a classic trend reversal pattern and inverted head and shoulders, and a break of this neckline would then put the next major resistance level in sight. You can trade all our entries in just 10 minutes a day. To get access to all of our trade setups, visit our website or download our mobile app from your app store today to start making money from trading.